But Puchteca is providing connectivity across many American communities, the communities across our country. And by doing so, we're building a prototypical design that directly empowers one of our communities most in need. And the ripple of impact is beyond just this community because we're providing that knowledge exchange. And some of our most ancient American communities have been the most influential in our American history. Take the Iroquois' influence on the US Constitution, or more contemporary, the Hopi's influence in blockchain. These traditions of connecting and listening to the earth, and these traditions are of paramount importance in the time of runaway global climate change.
Mhm.
And so by by each person donating and participating in building this center,
Mhm.
it is a prototype. It is something that we can spread across the entire Navajo and Hopi nations and across the entire world, because this conundrum of food, water, and connectivity or commerce is an essential and critical piece of infrastructure that's missing across many of our communities across the planet.
Mhm.
So by you providing support today, by you donating today and participating in this, you're providing a ripple of impact that spans the entire world, because this is something that we can replicate because it's buildable, it's simple, and it's very, very practical.
Yeah. And ancient tradition, especially if you look across cultures, is based in listening. It's really based in like knowledge of the earth, which you are part of. And so, like with any kind of woke or like enlightenment path, it's really based in listening to oneself as part of something bigger and part of a bigger system. And so, we're really returning back to that idea of empowering anyone involved by the modes of listening to each other, the modes of listening to ourselves, and the modes of listening to what's needed. And with something like COVID, it doesn't matter like what your socioeconomic status is. It doesn't matter what culture you are, it requires the same thing as a human. And so those on the edge that are getting pushed out of having those basic needs and empowering them to have those basic needs again empowers anyone involved because they therefore are understanding themselves better because they are human as well. And so the whole mode of listening to oneself as part of a larger ecosystem helps us to work in a decentralized manner. And so we really like invite you to be empowered by empowering these units because they empower the people that have been in this earth the longest.
Mhm. Yeah, by us connecting American communities, from human to human, we're spreading knowledge. That is what makes our civilization strong, that's what makes our country strong. And in the time of today, where there's this fracturing inside of our country, inside of many countries on the planet, getting back to those core fundamental essentials of what makes us human and participating in that and being an agent of change.
Mhm.
And more importantly, we're not fighting the system, we're just building something that works better. By us building these practical solutions, we're creating a model that we can replicate and grow across many of our communities. And in doing so, we all gain the wisdom and the sharing that comes from that.
Yeah. And so